Of the people who experience the Grand Canyon, most only see it from the rim. Outside of the few sanctioned trails and the Colorado River, that still leaves 95% of the canyon untouched. So how does one explore the remaining vastness? By combining a unique entanglement of skills that requires punishing hikes in seldom visited side canyons.
No easy miles in the Grand Canyon.
Technical rope access down slot canyons, and connecting it all using the mighty Colorado River, one of the most formidable rivers on the planet.
So we got a group of friends together to do something big and bold and combining all the skills that I've ever put together. We're gearing up for a hiking, backpacking, canyoneering, and pack rafting trip. We're camping out, staging out for the night. Tomorrow morning, early drop off, hopping into the canyon, rappelling down cliffs. It's gonna be great. Adventure begins, just setting off from the vehicles, and now we're gonna be starting in this drainage over here. I'm so excited. Thing's huge. For most people who go and explore the Grand Canyon, they either see it from the rim, which is where some 5 million people come and see the Grand Canyon. The other major way to see it is from the river. So you have all the river runners, but there is a massive, staggering amount of land in the Grand Canyon. And the only way to explore these places is to get in with some canyoneering equipment, and often you'd be totally stuck once you get to the river. But what's pretty cool that the National Park has instituted is a rule where you can use the river to assist your backcountry trip. It's obviously very difficult. We have a ton of gear, ton of equipment to make this happen. It's gonna be very difficult, very physically demanding, but it'll also open up a whole other part of the Grand Canyon to us, and I'm really excited about that.
Well guys, we've got about 2/3 of the way. It'll start getting interesting anytime now.
Good, it better. I'm bored.
So the roads are like big. Wow.
So all this black soil is not actually soil, but it's burn char, all the ash from a major fire that happened in the Grand Canyon last year. If you heard about the stories with the North Rim basically being burned down and the whole rim structures, all the old lodges being burned down, well, there was catastrophic fires on the North Rim, and ash is just running off all the higher areas of the North Rim into these canyons and filling these slot canyons with black muck. It's kind of crazy.
This looks down climbable.
Looks doable. Looks like there's a little.
Curious about that.
What do you think we can do?
Well, Ben sees a scramble trail over that way. That seems like the option.
You have some really cool ash on your face.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a bit of a squeeze and a drop.
Yeah.
So right where Matt is,
Yeah.
if we just potentially go right down there, we can avoid this. And then I remember seeing that goes right there. It's just really slopey, but it looks like that's where the sheep typically go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let the animals guide us.
Yep. Let the animals guide us
Cool.
as they do.
There's a big drop here.
Nice. Well, one thing's for sure in the Grand Canyon, there's really no easy routes. So, and even something that seems kind of straightforward, following this drainage, you're constantly looking for ways to bypass big dry falls and big drops in the canyon. We do have canyoneering equipment with us, and we are definitely planning on doing some rappelling, but also there's quite a few spots where we're just trying to hike around it. Which way to go? Which way to go? If only there was a tool that I could have in my pocket that would tell me which way was good to go.
Okay, so I've been using a navigation tool called Onyx Backcountry for several years now. It's a mapping service I can use right on my phone, even in remote locations without cell phone signal. What's really cool about Onyx Backcountry is that it is completely capable for the off-grid, really rugged adventures. But it's also great for the everyday hiker and backpacker out there who just wants to go hike local trails, discover new opportunities in new areas that they might be traveling to. There's a cool new feature where you can click on any campground on the map and it will direct you to the website where you can book your own stay at that campground. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Onyx has been a sponsor for several years now, but I've actually been using them for a lot longer than that. And it's been really cool to see how every year they level up and improve their service. And right now, if you want to check them out for yourself, you can get a premium or an elite membership for 20% off using the link below in my access code. It's a great way to support this channel, but more importantly, it's the great way to get what I consider to be the best tool in backpacking right on your phone. Thanks to Onyx Backcountry for sponsoring this video, and now back to the adventure.
Hey guys! I think this is the way.
Clay is going down, but that looks hideous. Not a fan of that.
Yep, if you go like shimmy.
Awkwardly shimmy, that's my specialty. That's what I do on the dance floor.
Same drive.
Awkwardly shimmy.
For the same drive.
So we're at a rappel, and we brought 200 feet of rope with us, and this rappel from here is about 100 feet.
A few months ago, I joined this exact crew on another mission in the Grand Canyon. This team has an exceptional accumulation of experience. Together, we will navigate many challenges and dangers.
Putting too much of that lateral.
But first, simply getting down this canyon is no small task.
Well, the crew's making its way down, and honestly, pretty exciting to be down here and actually getting some real rappelling and real canyoneering. With these heavy packs, it's obviously very difficult, but pretty exciting. Now we're committed. Let's go. Everybody's down. Well, we did the big rappel, but you can still see we're in the same type of formation. It's gonna slide up real nice. And so we're kind of doing a little bit of some down climby stuff, but kind of so far avoid more rappels. But I just love the shape of the canyons in here. It's real polished and fluted and narrow. It's so pretty.
The temple views. Those seem to be like the ones.
If you're unfamiliar, I came and did a similar trip in the Grand Canyon a little bit north of here. I was really excited to go with these guys to learn a lot, and since then I have been putting in time to up my skills and get better at pack rafting, but I still get like a little bit of that pit in my stomach. There's a little bit of nerves about the river, because as you can imagine, the Colorado River demands respect. It is not to be taken lightly. And I definitely have hopefully a healthy fear of this whitewater and this river and this canyon. Stage 1. Woo! Mr. Ben?
Hey!
Woo! Stage 1.
Yeah.
Stage 1. Stage 1.
Yeah.
Woo! Welcome to the Colorado River. All right, if you haven't seen these before, these are pack rafts, and this is how we're going to continue downstream and safely make it to camp tonight. So I've been able to put all the gear that was in my backpack inside this boat, which is pretty crazy. They're pretty amazing inventions, and they really open up so much of backcountry travel. I'm excited to get these back on the water, get paddling, run some rapids. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Motor rig. Smile away.
There goes half the team. They're gonna do the advanced scout, run the rapids. We're gonna watch, learn from their mistakes, hopefully. They're moving fast. Go, Matt, get it.
Find a way to cross and you're gonna get there.
right, so that was the first rapids we had to do, kind of the initiation run. And one of the reasons why we're really excited about this canyon is because there's a bunch of consecutive rapids. We have, starting in about a mile from now, we have another rapid, and then another rapid, and then another rapid. We'll be in the meat of it pretty much all day today. I did have one moment in there which I got a little scared because I got hit with a lateral wave pretty good, and I thought I was going overboard, but somehow I was able to stabilize, hold it upright. Grateful. Look at this. Look where we are. This is unbelievable.
The first set of rapids are a wake-up call. It's a Class 6 rapids on the Grand Canyon scale, and that's big for any boat. But that rating system doesn't necessarily account for how small our boats are. These are pack rafts, and while they are surprisingly stable, a paddler of my skill level can easily be tossed around and flipped. And anytime you're swimming in water like this, it's dangerous. Despite my previous experience, I'm finding myself once again amazed at just how big the water is in the Grand Canyon.
That one had the biggest wave so far. The biggest features.
Up until now, pack rafting has largely been playful and fun. But what you are about to watch is a difficult experience for me to relive. It taps into a deep fear that I've had and have so far been able to keep at bay as we work through the rapids. But it's something that has lived in the back of my mind in the wake of the next minute of my life. Some powerful current grabs a hold of me as I come out of my boat, and in a swirl sends me into the deep part of the river. At this moment, I know I'm at its mercy, and I can only wait until the river's vast strength releases its grip upon me. After 20 seconds, I resurface. Ben is there. Somehow, you can hear his voice, even though my camera is underwater. I grab Ben's boat, and he steers me to shore where I can rest, reset, and process what I just went through.
That way. Oh, there's a double whammy on the lateral. Oh, twisty turny. Washing machine. Yeah. And I could tell, like, I was like, oh, this might be a while. Yeah. I was just trying to, Good job.
Well, that was intense. Took a big swim, and what's a big fear is you get sucked under. I was under for a long time. I couldn't tell how deep I was. I just knew that I was way down, and I was going for a ride. Definitely felt like I was at the mercy of the river. Wow. Had to get back on that horse. I'm kind of glad to just actually get back up and go, not let that linger as my last thing. And it's just beautiful out here now. Wow. We had like a little cloud of dropping a little bit of spit and rain. It's really nice to just be out here with sunshine and beautiful clouds. Hanging with friends. Yeah, this is pretty special. So right now we're at the top of Georgie's Rapid, which is a Class 6 rapid, and it's kind of unique. It's taken on some different character with the lower water. We basically have a really big hole at the very top of the rapids. And 3 of our intrepid rafters are going to be running it first, getting us a chance to film and watch and see what happens. Well, Jamie swam, got a little bit tippy, and then just couldn't quite ride it out. Definitely some churny, gnarly stuff down there. Not exactly encouraging for our group. Here we go.
Nice work, Matt. Good. Good. One more time.
Good job, guys.
Woo! Woo! Oh, I'll take that.
Good job.
I actually really liked my line.
That was great.
I was like a little
really
bit
good.
more left of, well, at least these guys.
Yeah,
And I feel like it went really, like,
that was great.
exactly what I was hoping for.
Little bit of redemption. Well, today was a pretty wild day. Huge day. Lots of effort. It's not easy to make a trip like this happen. Now we made it to camp and it's beautiful. Georgie's Rapids is just above us and we've got an immediate, another big 6, rated 6 on the scale rapid right below us. So as soon as we get going tomorrow, it's gonna be full on. Looking forward to having some chill time and just enjoying this amazing space. Obviously that's the whole point. The rafting is fun, pack rafting is amazing, but just being in the canyon is what it's all about. Seeing and feeling the power of this river today is just very humbling because I've never felt that kind of power of just being completely at the mercy of something like I did today. You know, going under, flipping out of my boat, going deep. I was swirling around in that churn. Maybe I was only like 10 feet deep. I have no idea, but it felt like I was at the bottom of the river and it just wouldn't let me up. And I was helpless. I just had to calm myself. And that's a unique experience for me. But if you're gonna come out here, you gotta be ready for that. Or at least aware that it's a reality. I just feel so grateful to be with friends and to help me experience places like this. And really just to continue my understanding of the Grand Canyon because it's in my backyard and I love it dearly. Good morning from the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Epic night of watching the moon pass over the canyon and seeing the light drag down the walls. So cool. Not gonna lie, I didn't sleep amazing. I had my brain just circulating over on my big swim that I had, noticing that it definitely rattled me. But hoping that today's rapids can kind of resettle it. I can kind of have those redemption rides that feel really good. All right, let's go make some coffee. All right, day 2 on the water commences, and immediately up we have a class 6 rapid. So no warming up today, just gotta go right into it. Let's get after it.
I'm feeling groggy and tired after my fitful night of sleep. While I'm not scared of getting back on the water, I feel far less than my best. We still have several miles of big rapids ahead. I don't have the luxury of relaxing. The Grand Canyon is unrelenting, and this is what I signed up for. This exact scenario was something I talked about with the others. If I flip, stay calm. Don't immediately eject, and take a second to grab a hold of the boat. This will help prevent a scenario like yesterday's. I'm grateful that this swim was much safer. I didn't feel in danger, and I'm able to get back in my boat on my own power.
These rapids in the canyon are big, and I ran some big rapids in a previous trip, but you know, this is just one after another, and it's kind of unrelenting, and it's a different thing on the nervous system for sure. We still have another big objective, and that is actually we're going canyoneering in one of the premier slot canyons of the whole Grand Canyon. So that's kind of what this is all about, is linking up all these different activities: backpacking, camping, canyoneering, pack rafting, and this is just awesome. All right, I got to catch up with everybody. I hear a rapid coming.
It's a little less violent on the left side. Okay, down the middle, less violent, left side.
Well, I was walking down the street, saw Eden Garden Rita. I saw Adam running there, was trying to keep his hair screwed on tight. Well, there's not like a breeze on a hot summer eve, don't you know? But I guess I better get on back before something goes wrong. Well, there's not like a breeze on a hot summer eve, don't you know? But I guess I better get on back before something goes wrong. Well, I was walking down the street and saw a bird flying over my head.
Yeah! Well, Ben and Clay and I ran it the first time. I went right down the biggest part of it and got totally flipped and swallowed up, but I think the rest of the crew went and did it again. Successful run. I got to document it. Oh.
Nice.
All right, so the adventure is shifting now. We've paddled our river miles and we're basically pulling our gear out, and we're going canyoneering actually. So this is one of the main goals of our trip, was to link together 3 different canyons on this experience. We're gonna be stashing some gear here, going up the red wall and over, and then dropping down into a technical slot canyon, using that rappelling gear that we brought again, and camping again down here at the bottom before exiting tomorrow.
I feel okay about that bird, so it's pretty good to me. And watch this agave once you come up.
Just your normal everyday backpacking trip in the Grand Canyon.
What, climbing sharp red wall?
Climbing up the red wall with boats. So right now we're actually on a trail, a real trail. And this would be the trail that people would use if they're traversing along the length of the Grand Canyon, which of course very few people do. But it's pretty cool to see this trail here as we're up on this bench. At least for right now, perfectly good way to make a mile or two in the Grand Canyon.
Posted agave hearts, you know,
Whoa.
Finally, like sugar candy. Yeah.
It's a hot one out here today. Midday in the canyon. We're there.
Good sweat out.
You got a little sweaty.
See my back?
You're in your wetsuit, which is crazy to me.
You've got, yeah, just step your hands and your feet down kind of like 6 inches at a time.
Exciting
There's
stuff.
A lot of little stuff there.
So an interesting phenomenon for these desert canyons is it's super hot. It's probably in the 80s, mid 80s up in the sunshine. But sometimes these canyons where there's no sunlight, the water just gets frigid. And so we need some cold water protection. This is something I've been wanting to do, this sort of like grand canyoneering for a long time, combining multiple sports, linking up many canyons, and doing it a pretty sporty way with pretty spectacular friends. So awesome adventure in here. Yeah, what? I believed you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Next up, little slip and slide down into the pool there. This is all just so polished and perfect. It's really wonderful to see this.
I feel like a Michelin man.
Canyoneering simul-rappel. No one's ever done that before.
We were so cool up until that point.
you guys looked amazing.
Sipping in, it doesn't get worse.
That was pretty much spot on.
Woo! Thankful for dry suits.
I got cruising.
Holy cow!
No, it didn't hurt, but that was exciting.
Just have some fun. Yeah. You weren't supposed to get my camera wet though.
That's my bad.
We just finished the canyon here and we have resumed with the mighty Colorado. Our team has done it. So now we have to go back to the river, inflate our boats, and go find camp and settle in for the night because it's been a big day.
Sounds like CEO talk.
To make some good money.
If you could just teach us intuitive unlocking, wow, that'd be a great name for like a professional development course. Intuitive unlocking.
We just made it into camp and it's already dark. It was a huge day. We've been going all day. But honestly, it was just an amazing day. And now it's cool and satisfying to be here. Matt brought some party lights. Now we're just gonna get to watch sky fall upon the Grand Canyon and have dinner and go to sleep. I'm exhausted.
There's another place in another town where things went right and we're all the down, floating around the prairie sky, just you and I like the way you are, the way you see, the way you talk to the lonely, the way you count from 1 to 3, how you tie your shoes on.
Yeah, we're across the other side of the fault, the creek bed. Look for...
All right, goodbye to the Colorado River. It's time to exit out. We gotta do some shenanigans to get up this crazy break and get onto what could be considered a trail. So a little bit of route finding, a little bit of scrambling up this red wall feature, and then out. It's gonna be a hot one. It's gonna be tough. I always feel a little bit melancholy when I hike away from the Colorado River. It's just such a magnetic place to me, and it's quite literally the lifeblood of anyone who lives in the Southwest. I feel like this has been such a wonderful opportunity to see a section of the Grand Canyon of the national park that such a small percentage of people ever get to see. It's a really cool program. The permit system for this, the way that you can physically move through these spaces and connect canyons is just so cool. This is a really nice view opposite me of the red wall. So this is a major feature that is at river level at this point in the canyon. And also of note, that green vegetation coming off that wall is a place called Vasey's Paradise. And that's a really classic place in the Grand Canyon. And one of my first core memories was river rafting this section of the Colorado River with my dad when I was 11 years old. And floating by Vasey's Paradise, you just have springs pouring out of the water, all this lush vegetation, being pretty otherworldly. And since that aquifer has pretty much dried up, so it's barely a trickle right now, which is a little bit sad, but you still just get an amazing view of the canyon here up high. That sheer red wall is so gorgeous, and man, what a beautiful day. Go up to where the rope is. There's always somewhere in the Grand Canyon that feels like you have to get into shenanigans.
For a free solo, that is actually blood, huh?
Right. Oh, we're making some good progress. That wall back there is our exit. So another half mile or so of following the canyon bottom, and then a just giant incline up. In other news, some weather moving in. All of a sudden it's spitting rain and really windy. Take the cloud cover for sure. Kind of nice, escorting us home. We are almost out. About 1,000 feet to climb. No easy miles in the Grand Canyon.
Yes, sir.
That's our exit ramp. Pretty gnarly. Wow. This trail's got us all completely beat down. Not an easy task.
Eric, what percent type 1, type 2, and type 3 has this trip been for you?
Well, that's a good question. 50% type 2, 45% type 1. Well, that's the math doesn't work.
Don't math.
There was 15 seconds of type 3 fun. Well, we are officially out of the canyon. That was a truly spectacular adventure. Pretty much pushed me in every way, shape, and form. Combining all my backcountry skills that I've ever acquired. And honestly, that was just so memorable. Such a good time with friends, and the canyon is always special. If you haven't seen it, I did do a similar video. That was my first trip like this, and I was in over my head. So go check that one out if you like this one. As always, thanks so much for watching. I'm Eric Hansen. I'll see you on the trail. Woo! Just like last time, come on. Well done, well done. Woo! Yeah.